Hello, I'm Gail Whiffen-Coyle, the Associate Editor of Friends Journal, and today I'm talking with Erica McQuartin, who has a piece of artwork published in our October issue on the experiences of Friends of Color, and her artwork can be found on page 20. There it is. So Erica is in 11th grade, and she attends Bermuda Springs High School, which is near Gettysburg, and she also goes to Harrisburg Meeting. Thank you for joining me today, Erica.
Yep, glad to be here.
Cool. So the piece of artwork that you sent in is really quite impressive, and we've shared it online. You can also find it on our website. And we got some amazing feedback from people that were just very impressed with your work and how detailed it is. You can even see like the little button on his shirt. And what makes your artwork so different than just a normal depiction of Martin Luther King Jr. is you actually use the words of his "I Have a Dream" speech to create the lines to create an image of him, which is very, very cool. So how did you come up with the idea to do this?
Well, I'm actually in my third year of art in my school, and last year one of our projects we had to do was micrography, which is a piece of artwork made completely out of words.
Okay.
Yep. And I decided to do Martin Luther King Jr. and his "I Have a Dream" speech, which is actually repeated about 4 times in that one photo.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not just one go of the speech. You actually repeated it many times.
Yep.
Okay, very cool. So about how long did it take you?
It took me about 3 to 4 weeks to complete.
Wow. So you didn't do it all in one sitting?
No.
That would probably be hours on end.
Yeah.
So could you share a little about your process of how you went about creating the image? Like, did you just start at the top and then go like left to right and top to bottom?
Well, what I did is first I had to sketch out really lightly where all the contours on the paper were going to be and that type of thing. And then at first I started on his shoulders and his face to get started, so I knew where everything was going to be space-wise. So, and then I did the background, and the background is actually more, it's the starting of his speech going down. So if you looked on the left side, the beginning of the left side is actually the beginning of his speech.
Okay, I see. That's very cool. So was this the first time that you've created a piece like this?
Yes, it is the first time. Last year I really wanted to do something that really would stand for who I am, and Martin Luther King Jr. has always been like big inspiration to me, so I decided to do a picture of him.
That's awesome. So what other, are you a big fan of art in general? Is that one of your favorite subjects in school? Or is this a newer thing for you?
Art is probably one of my favorite subjects in school. I'm planning on taking 4 years of it, so I've got 1 more year to complete all of that.
Okay, cool. Like when you're a senior next year?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So would you say that the "I Have a Dream" speech has a new meaning to you after you've written it out in very tiny letters 4 times over? Did you really absorb it more?
Yeah, I could probably tell you most of it now.
Really?
Yeah, but after writing it so many times, I really went over a lot, and it's so much deeper now. Now that I have went through each word, so much more is understood to me by it, and I can just really see what he means when he was writing and telling the speech.
Mm-hmm. Did it still resonate with you today? Like, did his words feel like they really were from decades ago? Or what parts stood out to you?
The parts that stood out to me in the speech were mostly about everyone coming together. And I feel like that's still, like, parts of that still need to be done today. So I don't feel like it's really an old speech, like it's still modern in some parts.
Yeah, it's still relevant today.
Yeah.
I think that's why every year people remember it and remember bits and pieces of it. There's a lot of wisdom there, for sure. So another thing I wanted to ask you about is you were one of the co-authors of the Young Friends Minute, which was written at the People of Color retreat before the French Journal Conference this past summer. And that is actually right above Erica's piece in the journal on page 20. And I was just wondering, how did you and the 3 other young friends decide to write that minute?
Well, we were proposed the question with the main group, the main affinity group that we had. So we went in separate, and we kind of talked amongst each other how it kind of felt being a teenager and being a person of color. So that's how we mainly came out with what we said. It was our feelings of how it is being a person of color and being a Quaker at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's great. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today, and I think that's all the time we have right now. So thanks so much, and we'll share this online.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Erica.
Bye.